Are you ready to face a shocking price surge on some of your favorite grocery items this November? It's not just a minor uptick we're talking about, it's a potential 100% increase. Imagine shelling out double for those staple goods that make up your everyday meals. That beloved loaf of bread you reach for every morning or the dozen eggs that start your day off right could now be a luxury instead of a basic necessity. In this era of skyrocketing inflation, the economic tides are shifting, and we're not looking at a passing phase. I've delved into the forecasts and trends to uncover what 2024 has in store for our grocery bills. The results are astonishing and a bit worrying. If you thought the pinch on your last shopping trip was bad, buckle up because some goods are heading for a dramatic spike. So which grocery items are on the watch list for a potential doubling in cost? Stay tuned as I reveal the 8 products you need to keep a vigilant eye on. This isn't just food for thought, it's a wake-up call to prepare and adjust our budgets. But don't worry, we've got you covered with tips and strategies to navigate this financial challenge. Let's dive into the details and discover the future of your grocery shopping. Number 8. Coffee, a morning treasure under threat. For countless individuals, coffee isn't just a drink, it's an essential morning ritual that signals the start of a new day. The aroma of freshly brewed coffee and that first comforting sip provides solace and energy, whether you prefer your coffee black, adorned with cream, or crafted into a frothy latte. Yet, this cherished beverage, so deeply woven into daily routines, is facing significant hurdles on a global scale. Key producers of coffee, including Brazil, Colombia, and Vietnam, find themselves entangled in a web of challenges threatening coffee's future availability and affordability. An array of factors is at play here. Climate change, with its unpredictable swings in weather patterns, is causing havoc in these regions. Irregular rains and unexpected temperature shifts are drastically affecting coffee plantations. Such conditions aren't conducive to the stable growth of coffee plants, thus disrupting the consistent production of high-quality beans. Compounding these climatic issues is the rising menace of pests like the coffee rust fungus, which poses a dire threat to coffee crops. The fungus can devastate large expanses of coffee plantations, resulting in a significant drop in yield. These environmental and agricultural challenges are making coffee production increasingly volatile, with far-reaching economic implications. In the face of such volatility, even a small decrease in coffee production has the potential to send shockwaves through global markets, inevitably leading to a price hike. For those of us who cannot imagine life without our daily caffeine fix, this means it might be time to prepare for higher prices at both local cafes and supermarket shelves. As coffee faces these challenges, it offers an opportunity to explore new horizons. Coffee enthusiasts might begin to branch out, experimenting with unique blends from emerging coffee-growing regions. Additionally, alternatives like tea and chicory coffee may gain popularity as more affordable substitutes. Number 7. Oats. Picture this: a crisp autumn morning, and there's nothing more comforting than a steaming bowl of creamy oatmeal. This staple has been a beloved choice for health aficionados and those searching for a filling breakfast. Oats, with their versatility, have seen a meteoric rise in popularity. They're not just limited to morning porridge anymore. Overnight oats have taken over Instagram feeds, granola bars are a constant snack companion, and oat milk has become a staple in most households, especially for those opting for plant-based alternatives. But here's where things take a twist. If oats are a regular part of your pantry, brace yourself for a potential price surge that could pinch your grocery budget. Why, you ask? Let's dive deep into what's happening. The crunch begins at the very roots. Major oat-producing regions like Canada, Russia, and several parts of the United States are grappling with unexpected challenges. Mother Nature, with her unpredictable patterns, has thrown early frosts and untimely rains into the mix, severely impacting the oat yields. This natural havoc has left farmers struggling, and when farms struggle, the ripple effects are felt across the shelves in our local stores. The soaring demand for oats, fueled by the ever-growing popularity of plant-based diets, is stretching their supply thin. As consumers continue to shift towards healthier lifestyles, the demand for oat-based dairy alternatives has skyrocketed, placing immense pressure on already strained supply chains. What does this mean for you, the consumer? Well, that comforting bowl of oatmeal or that smooth, frothy oat milk latte you look forward to might see its price tags creeping up. We're talking a potential increase by as much as 100% in the coming month. For those who have seamlessly integrated oats into their daily diet routines, this price hike might call for some creative adaptations. Consider mixing up your grains with alternatives such as quinoa or barley, which offer similar nutritional benefits and could potentially soften the blow to your wallet. So as you sip your next cup of oat milk or savor your hearty bowl of oatmeal, remember that behind every bite lies a story of global agriculture, changing climates, and a grocer's demand and supply game. 6 cashews from harvest to price hike. In the world of snacks, few can resist the creamy allure of cashews. Those buttery crescent-shaped nuts have charmed their way into pantries and kitchens worldwide, not only as a convenient snack but also as the star ingredient in beloved recipes. Whether it's the smooth texture of cashew butter slathered on warm toast or the richness infused in cashew-based dairy alternatives, these nuts have solidified their place in our culinary hearts. However, there's a complex story unfolding behind the scenes that could mean these treats will soon cost us more than just a nibble. The journey of cashews to our grocery shelves typically begins in Vietnam, India, and the Ivory Coast, the top producers of this cherished nut. Yet, it's not all sunshine and clear skies for cashew farmers. The increasing volatility brought about by global climate changes is a constant menace. Regions that grow cashews are frequently challenged by erratic weather conditions. Unpredictable rainfall disrupts critical growth phases, unusual frost bites damage the crop, and extended dry spells parch the fields, leading to reduced yields. Furthermore, pests have become an additional headache for these producers. As if battling the elements wasn't hard enough, growers face these tiny invaders that threaten to further diminish their harvests. Each setback in production reverberates through the supply chain, ultimately influencing what we, the consumers, will pay at the checkout counter. So how does this global agricultural drama impact our indulgence in cashew snacks? Simply put, any hiccup in the supply chain can lead to increased prices. For cashew aficionados, this could translate into a substantial rise in your grocery bill. That beloved jar of cashew butter or those savory roasted nuts might just become a precious splurge rather than an everyday staple. With the likelihood of cashew costs soaring, it might be time for us to diversify our nut choices. While there's no substitute for the specific taste of cashews, there's a world of nutty flavors out there waiting to be explored. Whether it's almonds, walnuts, or pistachios, they all offer unique tastes and nutritional benefits. 5th point, the price surge of corn-based products. You see, corn's influence stretches well beyond just those cornflakes on your breakfast table. Picture this: biofuels that power cars, animal feeds that support our livestock, and so much more, all connected by this golden grain. The United States, along with powerhouses like China and Brazil, is at the forefront of corn production. Our sprawling cornfields make us a key player in the global market. However, just when we feel secure under our sun-drenched, corn-filled skies, Mother Nature throws us a curveball. In regions traditionally blessed with perfect growing conditions, there are now more frequent droughts shaking things up. As if juggling droughts wasn't enough, add unpredictable floods and rainfall patterns into the mix, and you've got a whole new level of agricultural hurdle. For farmers across the heartland, it's a tough balancing act, constantly innovating to ensure their crops not only survive but thrive under these changing conditions. So what does this mean for regular folks heading to the supermarket? As experts foresee, with the potential for decreased or inconsistent corn yields, the price for corn-based products could dramatically spike. And it's so much more than just spending extra pennies on a box of corn flakes or a movie night bag of popcorn. Remember, that corn you see on the cob also plays a key role in producing biofuels. The chain reaction of a price increase there could mean you're paying more at the gas pumps. Moreover, the impact trickles down to our meat and dairy aisles. Since corn is crucial in livestock feed, its price hike will likely reflect higher costs for beef, pork, poultry, and dairy products as well. It's what we call the ripple effect, where a single change permeates through various aspects, turning your regular shopping cart into a more expensive outing. Number 4, eggs. In the world of breakfast staples, few items are as celebrated and versatile as eggs. Whether scrambled to fluffy perfection, fried golden with a runny yolk, poached elegantly for eggs Benedict, or baked into a luscious quiche, eggs have long been a beloved component of the American morning ritual. Their widespread popularity isn't just because of their delicious, adaptable nature, it also stems from their nutritional punch and historically accessible price point. But in recent times, the economic landscape for eggs has been scrambling, leading to some exceptional challenges that could leave shoppers shell-shocked as prices skyrocket. The cost of eggs is closely tied to the health and productivity of the hens that lay them. These remarkable birds depend on essential conditions for optimal egg production, but they face various obstacles that can significantly impact egg supply. A major concern is the threat of diseases such as avian flu, which can sweep through poultry farms with devastating results, decimating flocks and sending egg production into a tailspin. When disease strikes, not only does the immediate output drop, but the long recovery period further exacerbates supply shortages, creating a ripple effect felt by consumers at grocery stores. Moreover, the cost of raising these hardworking hens hinges on variables like feed prices, which are themselves subject to market fluctuations. Take, for instance, the ongoing soybean saga. As feed prices rise, soybeans being a major component of chicken feed, the cost to produce eggs inevitably climbs, with producers passing these expenses on to consumers. Rising feed costs are a silent player pushing egg prices to hover on the edge of affordability for many households. Adding to this frail balance is the impact of extreme weather, which is becoming a more frequent guest on the agricultural scene. Severe conditions can stress hens, influencing their well-being and disrupting their natural laying cycles. As climate patterns grow more uncertain, so too does the stability of our breakfast staples like eggs. Given the central role eggs play in countless dishes beyond breakfast, the key ingredient in baking, beloved in various cultures' cuisines, and hailed within high-protein diets, any disruption in their availability or a significant price hike can cause quite the stir in kitchen routines nationwide. For families and individuals who rely on eggs as a primary protein source or simply delight in their morning omelet, this situation calls for either a willingness to crack open their wallets a little wider or consider other protein-packed alternatives until the price storm clears. 3. Soy-based products, the hidden expense. Soybeans may not seem like a big deal, but they're quietly playing a huge role in our grocery bills. Imagine biting into that scrumptious tofu stir-fry on a Saturday night or pouring smooth soy milk over your cereal every morning. These moments of enjoyment can soon take a hit on our finances. Beyond what we consume directly, soybeans are the powerhouse behind many more products than we might realize. Consider that soybeans make up a large part of animal feed, meaning they have a hand in the cost of meat and dairy that land on our plates. Their influence doesn't stop there, they're also stepping into the green energy arena, being a crucial ingredient in the production of biodiesel. You might think, with the United States, Brazil, and Argentina leading the charge in soybean production, we would have a steady flow of supply, right? Unfortunately, nature doesn't always cooperate. These agricultural titans face increasing threats from the environment. Droughts and floods have become all too common, largely due to unpredictable climate changes. This hampers their ability to meet soybean demands consistently, creating waves in the global market. And what happens when there's a shake-up in the supply? The ripple effects find their way to us, the consumers, with those family-favorite soy-based goodies, like flavored soy milk, the staple bottle of soy sauce, or even trendy soy snacks seeing marked price jumps. These aren't just tiny bumps, they might soon be hitting those hefty price tags, testing our budgets more than we expect. With soy being so pervasive in our diets and daily products, now's the time to think smart about diversifying our sources of plant protein. Exploring alternatives like lentils, chickpeas, and other hearty legumes can not only keep meals exciting but can also help balance the costs. These ingredients bring a refreshing twist of flavors and nutrition to the table, making them worthy competitors in the grocery aisle. 2. Greek yogurt's price surge, a creamy conundrum. In the land of dairy delights, there's a silent yet fervent revolution brewing, a surge in Greek yogurt prices that might leave you in a twist. Once hailed for its wholesome protein punch that keeps hunger at bay, Greek yogurt is facing a turbulent market shift that might shake up its standing as a household staple. The creamy allure of Greek yogurt isn't just about the silky texture or the protein boost that powers your day. Behind the scenes, it tells a story steeped in intricate production processes and a dependence on nature's whims. Unlike its regular counterpart, crafting Greek yogurt involves an intensive straining process that requires significantly more milk. This very need ties it tightly to the volatile dairy market, a relationship made even more complex when we consider other external factors, such as the availability of animal feed. Think about soybeans and their vital role as a key ingredient in livestock feed. With weather unpredictability and global demand tossing production into a whirlpool, costs for essential feed like soybeans can escalate. Dairy farmers caught in this crossfire may struggle, and when they struggle, milk production wanes, a precursor to fluctuating prices on store shelves. But Greek yogurt's popularity is not confined to just one region. Its thick, luscious texture is winning hearts worldwide. from bustling cities in Europe to eclectic neighborhoods in Asia. With rising global demand, a lack of long-term shelf stability makes swift movement from production to market crucial. Combine this fragility with potential disruptions in milk supply, and you have a ticking time bomb for supply chains and consumer costs. Picture this: with November approaching, you might find your favorite Greek yogurt costing significantly more than before. As we brace for these changes, understanding these intricate connections between the straining ladders used in processing, the international demand, the feed and milk production tango becomes essential. Number 1. Wheat. Imagine starting your day without that comforting slice of toast or a buttery croissant from your favorite bakery. Hard to picture, right? Wheat isn't just a part of our morning routine, it's the backbone of so many foods we take for granted. Our lunches often revolve around sandwiches, and dinner could mean a steaming plate of pasta. Yet we rarely stop to consider just how reliant our diet is on this one essential grain. Globally, countries like China, India, and Russia are powerhouse producers of wheat. But what happens if something disturbs the wheat production in these regions? The answer is both simple and alarming. The entire globe feels the shockwave. We're talking about potential shortages that could elevate prices sky high, impacting everything from a classic loaf of bread to your favorite box of cereal. With wheat in such high demand, and our lives so intertwined with its availability, any disruption isn't just a local issue, it's a worldwide concern. The weather patterns that used to be predictable are now anything but. We're witnessing extensive droughts in traditionally lush regions and surprise frosts where temperatures were once reliable. These unpredictable changes in weather can seriously threaten wheat harvests, causing significant fluctuations in supply and, consequently, pricing. For the average consumer, this means staring at higher price tags during grocery runs, not an appealing prospect, especially when budgets are already stretched thin. These price hikes are more than an inconvenience, they reflect the growing challenges of our changing climate. So as we edge closer to November, brace yourself. That simple loaf of bread or box of cereal might just cost you twice as much, reminding us all of the vulnerability within our food supply chain. In conclusion, understanding the intricate connections between global agricultural patterns and the products we casually pick up at our local grocery stores is crucial. The projected price increases for these 8 grocery products are not only a wake-up call about the vulnerabilities in our food supply chain, but also a stark reminder of the broader impact of climate change, geopolitical tensions, and economic unpredictabilities. As consumers, staying informed and adaptable is key. This November might challenge our budgeting skills, but it also offers an opportunity to explore alternative food options and support sustainable practices that could mitigate future disruptions. Keeping an eye on local markets, prioritizing seasonal produce, and investing in community-supported agriculture are steps that can temper the impact and ensure some level of food security despite inevitable fluctuations.